Rich and Chris and Drive Time Smile Radio.
Sunday, Monday, happy days. Tuesday, Wednesday, happy days. Thursday, Friday, happy days. The weekend comes, my cycle hums, ready to race to you. These days are I'm being free. These days are share them with me. Goodbye, gray sky, hello blue. There's nothing can hold me when I hold you. It feels so right, it can't be wrong. Rocking and rolling all week long.
Sunday, Monday, happy days.
Tuesday, Wednesday, happy days.
Thursday, Friday, happy days. Saturday, what a day. Grooving all week with you. Welcome to the Rich and a Little Bit of Chris show with Lee, live on Smile Radio. We are a man down at the minute. We're missing Chris. He's stuck in shaky wakey sorting out his phone apparently. So knock about, Chris. Get yourself in. But we're joined with Lee there, Lee.
Can you hear me all right?
I think we yeah, start again. Yeah, can we hear you? Yeah, I think.
Can you?
Yeah,
Oh.
we can hear you. We can hear you.
Oh, lovely.
How are we, buddy?
Yeah, not bad, mate. Not bad at all. I'll be better when the missus downstairs finishes her uni thingy, Zoom call, so I can get back to normal instead of using my own data on my phone. But we'll get through it. We've had worse things, haven't we? We've had worse things.
We have indeed. So, because we are the beacon for unsigned music and artists, we have our featured artist this week, which is a band called Kiwi, and they're from the Lake District. They're coming on in the next 10-15 minutes. But what we'll do is we'll have a quick chat, me and Lee, have a bit of a catch-up, because we've not had a chance to catch up this week, lad, have we?
No, mate, we've been busy, haven't we?
Keeping wheels of industry turning and,
Exactly.
and all that lot.
The money in the economy and all that.
Yeah.
Well, I have. You've just been feeding kids.
Been cooking at nursery today, so yeah, I'm doing my bit. Working on
What's been your
the...
favourite dish?
You what, sorry?
Have you had any some awkward dishes? You know, like, oh no, they're allergic to that.
Oh,
Kids these days, they're all wrapped up in cotton wool, aren't they?
Well, we have got some of the kids who have got dietary requirements, and some have actually genuine. So yeah, you've got to be really canny what you're doing. But I did a nice lamb goulash, if I do so myself.
Really?
Yeah, and I made some more.
Right.
Yeah.
What
So,
happened to beans on toast?
no, with couscous. It goes against the grain. I've never. Do you know what? In all time, because I really enjoy cooking, I've never. It's the first time I've done couscous. It's just like cardboard, isn't it? Just you might as well antique contents of an Hoover. So eat that, kids.
Yeah. Like blending rice. You might as well just blend rice.
Oh, anyway. So, as we always do, we always kick off the show with the previous week's featured artist, and that was Moonlight Parade. We had a good giggle with them last week, didn't we? Bless them.
We did.
Ben got some stick, didn't he?
Just a bit.
So I'm going to kick off the show with Amsterdam, and then hopefully we should have Tom from Kiwi coming on straight after. So, and with a bit of luck, we'll have our other learning friend coming on in the wings after he's had his upgrade from Carphone Warehouse or wherever he's gone. So this is Amsterdam by Moonlight Parade, and these were last week's featured artists, and we're right back with hopefully with Tom from Kiwi. Don't go anywhere. He says. Come on, stop it.
We'll leave at night and float away. Go to Amsterdam and we'll take the train. We'll take the train. We'll take the train.
Rich and Chris and Drive Time Smile Radio.
Welcome back to the Rich and a Bit of Crush show with Lee, and we're joined with Tom from Kiwi. Are you there, Tom?
I'm here. Hi.
Are you
Right,
there
Tom,
with
how we
Lee?
doing, pal?
We've got Lee as well.
I'm good, thank you. How are
Yeah,
you?
yeah. We're all here now.
I'm sorry to hear about Scott. I hope he's going to be all right. Bless him.
He'll be fine. He's probably just shirking out of responsibilities, I imagine. Bless him.
Oh yeah, a
Sounds
lot,
like
of,
Chris.
a lot of sympathy there. A lot of sympathy from Tom. So how are you doing, big
Yeah,
man?
no.
All right.
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. How are you? How are
Yeah,
you?
we're good. We're good, man. We're good.
Good,
We're steady
good.
away. We're trying to get over the technical issues that we've got with internet and Zoom but
Yeah,
we're-
you'd think after a year and a half everyone knows how to use it, but actually none the wiser.
Well, it's only because Lee's only put 10 bob at meter for internet, and he's on
Right.
next door neighbours.
I'll tell you exactly what it is. I'll tell you what it is. The other half is having a uni, like a workshop thing.
Yeah.
And she's doing it, and that's a Zoom call. So basically, it's kicked us both off, obviously, at the same time. So she's finishing at 4:30, so we'll be back to normal, hopefully, in
Unbelievable.
about 20 minutes. How dare she do
Get the
some-
excuses in early.
Yeah.
Oh, mate, exactly.
Early
exactly.
doors.
So,
So how's everything been with you? Stupid question and all, but how's it been, kid?
Yeah, good. I mean, it's been an interesting couple of years, hasn't it? Really, I think for everyone. But no, it's been good. It's been a good opportunity to kind of focus on the music, try and start writing some stuff. We've got a big backlog of things now. I'm a teacher as well, so I've had a supply teacher, I should say. So I've had some good time off, but I have enjoyed being back in work. But it's kind of it's been an interesting year.
Are you primary or secondary?
Secondary. I could not deal with. I couldn't deal with
I don't-
primary. A lot of people give me that reaction. They're like,
Well,
no.
the first Mrs. Harrison, she was a primary school teacher. So I just like wedding cake, Tom.
Right. Okay.
As you can see, I'm hardly wasting away. I'm carrying holiday weight from 7 years ago. But anyway,
Yeah.
but she, and I mean, and I always take the mickey. We've got a friend of ours, Eric and Julie, his son Ben, his girlfriend Olivia Bowers, and I just call her Bowers. It's a lot easier. She works at a college. And
Right.
I always take the mickey out of her, 3 hours you go, you get there for 9 o'clock, you have a break at 1:30, then you have lunch
Yeah.
at 12, and then you finish at 3, and then,
Yeah.
you're just marking what they've collared in through there.
Yeah, exactly. Terrible holidays as well. Obviously.
Yeah. Is it 12 weeks or something like that? I said. So, and then of course me and Eric jump on the bandwagon, and you can see us thinking, oh God, I wish these Egypts had just shut up. I've not heard that before.
No, exactly. I can take it.
So-
It's only half a lie, isn't it? Really.
Yeah. Well, but so where are you about to see your team? Because are you in the Lake District, yeah?
Yeah. So we're based in the Lake District. I'm kind of I'm teaching in this area. Scott works in retail as well. So we're both kind of based in this area. Really, we grew up here. So
Beautiful part of the world.
yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing.
is,
Really
it
lucky.
is.
Really lucky.
Yeah. But it's not far from God's county, is it really?
No, it's not. It's not
Yorkshire.
too far. Not too far. I went to uni at York St John as well, actually.
Oh, wow.
So I've had the best of both worlds
York,
over the last 3 years.
I love York. York's a beautiful
it's
city.
amazing. Perfect for like music, things like that. A great music scene. That's where I kind of started as well, did a bit of busking, some bar work, things like that as well. So,
Well, I've noticed you've got some guitars in the background. I'm sure Lee will be asking
Yeah.
you all about that soon. He's itching.
God, well, I'm hardly a gearhead, so you
Oh,
can
well.
ask, but I might not have the answers.
well, I'll try and keep it basic, but basically, I keep getting told off about asking the same questions every
Oh.
week regarding what pedals using and amps like that. So
Yeah,
I might just a quick one later on. So maybe
no worries.
Well, there's no wrong with that. It's because both me and Chris have no real technical ability in regards to music.
No, I'm
Um,
exactly the same. Yeah.
But well, you're a lot better than I am. You've released the only thing I've been known for is doing Great Balls of Fire by Jerry Lee Lewis on karaoke.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing
Yeah.
wrong with that.
Just drop the mic and leave your public wanting more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
it's funny you mentioned York as well because we've got a guy coming on, haven't we, from York?
Yes.
For weeks.
All
yeah. We can actually announce it now at last. We've got the Do you want to announce it, Lee? Because it's a lot of your work that's
No.
made it.
No. Yeah, go on. You do it. It's,
We've got Alan Leach from Shed 7 coming on in a couple of weeks. So the drummer from Shed 7. So that's a bit of a... we're looking forward to that because I'm sure he's got a few stories he can tell us over the years. So yeah, that's we're looking forward to that because both me and Lee like Shed 7, don't we, bud?
Yeah.
Yeah. Big Shed 7 fans.
So how did you and Scott meet then? Tell our listeners.
So we kind of we went to the same high school as each other, so we've been kind of friends through both quite sporty and stuff. So we kind of met like that. He's actually a year older than me, but so we met like that. And he's always been kind of, we've both known that we've been into music. I released some stuff last year, some solo stuff, and he was really involved in helping me kind of build the songs up generally. And then kind of only last probably 3, 4, 5 months ago, we were like, actually, why not just make it a thing and see what we can come up with? And we've got a load of songs that are pretty much done, just ready to be kind of mixed, mastered and sent off.
Yeah.
But obviously our debut single, Addiction, really happy with it. And it kind of it works really easily. It's kind of, we send things back and forth. Obviously it's a bit different not being able to kind of meet up and write things.
Yeah.
But it's quite a good, it's a good working relationship. And we're both kind of on the same page as well. So it's been really good fun.
Yeah, well, I like your new single, and I know you sent me a couple of other tracks, and if I'm being brutally honest, I haven't had a chance to listen to them yet. So
no worries.
I won't lie to you, but I've listened to you a couple of times, and I know when we made contact a couple of weeks, I can't remember that. It all morphs into one, doesn't it? Because I get hundreds of submissions a week, and obviously there's lots of dialogue going with different bands, and then you know they're going to come on and they can't come on. Like when you were going to come on a couple of weeks ago, and for whatever reason it didn't work out, and everybody's just got to be flexible. And like I say, it's not organs for transplants, so we're pretty chilled here. Do you know what I mean? It's not, But so yeah, it's I've lost my trail of thought now. What were I saying? What were I going on about there? Addiction. Oh, no, I've got rid of it. Yeah, but I'm loving it. But the other tunes that you sent me, we'll be playing them as well. So we'll give them a bit of airplay because I think you were a bit concerned of sending some stuff that might not be, finished.
Well, we were kind of we want to make sure it's all kind of top notch stuff. But it's got the all clear. It's good enough. It's good enough for now. And then we're in the process of getting one of them mixed and mastered very shortly. So because we're trying to release one every month. Try and keep a bit of interest up.
So do you want just while you're on, do you want me to keep them on the system, or do you want me to just take them off, or what do you want me to do with them?
Let's take them off, and we'll because we want to go through the whole release thing. Keep them exclusive at the moment.
Nice one. Okay, well we'll play them today, and then I'll take them off the system.
Perfect.
And then we don't get. So I think before we go any further, should we play it? Should we play Addiction?
Let's go for it. Let's hear it.
Let's get it on.
What a worldie. Get it on.
Tom, give us an intro, mate. Come on, over to you.
Okay, hi, it's Tom from Kiwi. This is our debut single, Addiction, on Smile Radio. Hope you enjoy.
You're listening to Rich and a little bit of Chris on Smile Radio.
Welcome back to the Rich and a Bit of Chris show with Lee, with our featured artist, our special guest, Tom from Kiwi. Can you hear me, fellas?
I can indeed.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Got a few people. We've got Keith Crooks, we've got Tony Deck, we've got Zoe Shackleton. Hi, Zoe. We've got Darren Vine, Jim Walton. Thanks for tuning in, guys, there on Facebook Live. And if you've got any questions, anything you want to get in touch with, Instagram and Twitter at Smile Radio 3. On Facebook Live or on Smile Radio Yorkshire. Or you want to drop me an email, it's richard at smileradio.co. We'll do our best to get back to you. So over to you then, Tom.
What would you like to know?
Well, I'd like to know. Well, you put a thing out, and if anybody's out there, and I'm going to drop this on Lee's toes a little bit, because you're looking for a bassist and a drummer.
Yes.
And
indeed.
funny you should mention it. My learned friend to the left of my screen used to play a bit of bass in his time, didn't you, old lad? Over to you,
Certainly
Lee.
did, yeah. It's a bit far, it's Lake District for me, really, to travel.
I was going to say that's quite a commute, isn't it, for a couple of hours practice? Yeah, no. So
Yeah.
we're in the looking for a bass guitarist and a drummer. At the moment, we've been using kind of a session drummer.
Yeah.
All the guitar and vocals and stuff is me and Scott, but we're looking for drummer, bass guitarist. So if you like what Addiction sounded like, we've got loads more kind of really similar vibe songs. So yeah, get in touch with Instagram, Facebook, however. We'd love to hear from people, and yeah.
So yeah, how can they get in touch with you?
So we can get in touch on our Instagrams. Our Instagram is Kiwi_official_music. That's got all our that's got our email, our Facebook links there as well. Obviously, you can find I do a few covers, things like that. You can find links to our Spotify. Everything's on the Instagram page at the moment. We're looking to get a YouTube page as well, so we can start doing some videos, some lyric videos as well. It's kind of just starting up, kind of just trying to grow. So yeah, if you want to share, if you like our stuff, that'd do us the world of good, obviously. I'm not going to start begging live on radio, obviously, but yeah, any little thing you can do.
Please. I'm shallow as.
In that case, make sure you get onto our Instagram and share it with absolutely everyone on your friends list.
Right, well, we'll do whatever we
sick to
can,
death of
and I'll see if we've got any people that we can get in touch with in regards to with bassists or drummers.
Yeah, perfect.
Got a few people that we know, and who knows? The one thing I like about the unsigned side of things and independence, I'm not saying that because once you get signed by some of the big ones, you are restricted to what you can and can't do. And when we've done gigs and I've organised gigs where they're unsigned, if somebody's the willingness to help each other is, and I'm not saying once they make it, I don't want to say that once bands are made, but the management and everything else all kind of take over a little bit, and it's everything's difficult to make happen.
Yeah, exactly, and I think that's been really good for us in terms of our writing process as well. As we kind of sat down when we decided to make it a band and came up with Kiwi. We were like, actually, what kind of genre music do we want to make? And we kind of came to the decision that actually, like, obviously we've got a sound, we think, but part of being independent is that we can make songs whatever kind of genre we like. We can change it up from single to single, from EP to EP. If we decide we want to release a slower acoustic song, we can do that. If we want to go a bit more a bit heavier, we can do that. So it's given us a good range of stuff, and I think that's definitely a really good valid point that you've made there, actually, in terms of unsigned artists. Yeah,
because I know when I did, I'm heavily involved in a charity called the Samantha Sykes Foundation, and we have an annual ball at Ellen Road every year, and obviously because of what's going on, we did a virtual ball. It was my wife's idea, the current Mrs. Harrison, but I'm taking full credit, as always.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I plagiarise everything that I do. I rip off anybody that I can. But no,
you haven't heard our songs yet. Yeah.
but Marie, so it was it was a really long night, but we raised over 15 grand.
Amazing!
Which was fantastic. We had.
It's good, is that, isn't it?
Do you know what? And it was, and I'm not just saying it. I did majority of the work. getting the people doing the ones and twos and everything else, and then the current Mrs H and Zoe and Connor were all in here. We in the studio. We had a good rinse, and by the end of it, I was just talking that much. I couldn't believe I could have. I couldn't speak. I listened.
Were you on a bit of a power trip?
Oh
Yeah.
no! I listened back because obviously, and we had a live via Zoom. We had somebody from God, what's her name? Brianna from New York.
Oh, amazing.
She did a live thing, and one of the songs was very poignant because the charity is about looking after care leavers and victims of child sexual exploitation.
Young and vulnerable people.
Yeah. And the track that she came on, she was a featured artist last year, and she come and did a live Zoom, and it was brilliant. She did an acoustic bit, it was fantastic. And then we had a guy, Martin, who Eric and Julie go out to Spain a lot. They've got a place over there, and Martin does a bit of club scene, if you want, and I don't want to disrespect him, but he does a tribute Neil Diamond and Elvis, but it was brilliant on the night because he kicked it off. But obviously the power of technology, and it looked like you were doing it on a Nokia 6210. Do you know what I mean? But it was brilliant. It was absolutely brilliant, and people and it is what it is. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The sound wasn't brilliant. It kept stuttering a little bit because of the audio, but then we had people from Bethany Air she's on Brookside. We had Bradley Johnson, who's on Emmerdale. We had Lisa, I forget the name who plays Lisa Riley. Lisa Riley came on, and we had people. We had Tony is Robbie, who does he's a number one Robbie Williams tribute. And it was absolutely brilliant the night, and by the end of it, I was absolutely trolleyed, and I had to, because I recorded and I put something out as a podcast afterwards, and I am talking absolute gibberish. I couldn't even speak properly, but anyway, but it was a good night.
That's when you know it's gone well, then.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I don't know where I'm going. I'm waffle on, but yeah, it would absolutely brilliant. So yeah, if we can help out anybody in regards to not just the charity but the whole premise of the station is helping out new music, giving them a platform to listen to.
Yeah.
And since we launched, we've hit over 500,000 listeners, so
It's amazing.
Now we're getting there, and I love
I
it.
was just about to say, as regard helping out as well, obviously in the Lake District, where do you do your mix, and obviously where do you send it off to?
Yeah, so we're working with a producer called Andrish, who's at it's called Heavy Rain Sound Studio. It's based in Kendal. So obviously through lockdown and stuff, we've been recording at home, and the kind of the stems, and then sending that to him for kind of mixing, mastering, producing as well.
How do you send that over then? Do you just email it? Or?
Yeah, so I'm using Ableton at the moment. Scott uses the same thing, and we're just recording using microphones that we've bought and interfaces. And he just does a really good job with the tracks. And he'll have us on. We can go on Zoom, or now we're getting to the stage where we're allowed to go in. And he does the whole thing, so it's not just kind of mix master. It's a whole production as well. He really helps out with the tracks as well.
So what do you do? Condense it into an MP3 and then send it over to him, and then he'll just.
So you just export it as, and you can export it either as like a version just as an MP3, or you can
MP3,
export as the single tracks as MP3s as well, and then he can use those and tie them in however he wants. But
so he does a lot of a lot of production on the side of it
yeah,
as well. Then.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
Not being able to get into the studio as well. Then that's good.
Yeah, so he'll kind of re-record them through different amps, things like that. It's a good mix of digital and analog stuff that he's got there. But no, it's worked really well. Yeah. Yeah,
good.
Very talented.
Because it's obviously it's a totally different situation. Obviously, what we're under, being able to write and it's not just writing the songs. Yeah, you can sit and get a guitar and pick guitar up and write a song, but actually getting it produced and getting it put together.
Yeah,
it's a totally different.
It's daunting as well. Like when you've not done it before, it's kind of, and you've always got the idea of what the song's going to be like in your head, and it's finding someone that's going to get it to that point, not a point where you're like, oh, that's good, but it's not actually quite what I wanted. And we've just clicked really well like that. So it's been good for us. It's been good for us.
Yeah.
So Should we break? I think we'll break for another song. So we've got Upside Down, or we've
Yep.
got Royale. Which one do you want?
Let's go with Upside Down first. This is the next one, hopefully, that's going to be out.
Right then. So this is over to you again, Tom. You do my work. You introduce it.
Okay, it's Tom from Kiwi again. This is hopefully going to be our next single, releasing at the end of May. It's called Upside Down. Enjoy.
And I know you hate me, say that I'm crazy, 'cause I'm upside down, I'm gonna turn it round, turn it round. Study well, what happens next then? Drag my feet along the pavement, in my mind, spinning around. And is it who I wanna be in? Creating fake realities in my mind, spinning around. My feet are strapped to the ceiling, so hear these words and believe them. I know you hate me, say that I'm crazy, 'cause I'm upside down, I'm gonna turn it round, turn it round. Heart rains daily, I promised you, baby, that turn it round, 'cause I'm upside down, upside down. When we're old and looking back, I'll see the colour where I saw black, and in my mind, I'm blocking it out. This is who I wanna be, and I'll be anything that you're needing. In my mind, straighten it out. My feet are strapped to the ceiling, so hear these words and believe them. And I know you hate me, say that I'm crazy, 'cause I'm upside down, I'm gonna turn it round, Heart rains daily, I promised you, baby, then turn it round, 'cause I'm upside down.
I'm Lee from the far north, and you're listening to Rich and a Little Bit of Chris on Smile Radio. And a little bit the far north.
Welcome back to the Rich and a Bit of Chris show with Lee and our special guest Tom from Kiwi. Can you-
Hello.
Hello. I like that. That's a nice upbeat little number.
Yeah, it's good. A little bit different to Addiction, but that's what I was talking about earlier. That free range of being able to kind of
Do you know
play
what it
around.
reminded me of? It reminded me of the Cooks. It reminded me of the
Yeah.
Cooks.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of a big influence.
Baby
so-
Shambles, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Baby Shambles, things like that. Yeah, definitely Cooks.
Yeah, I can
Good.
definitely.
Trying to wreck my head, and I was just trying to think. Wow, what is it? It reminds me of this. And it's definitely the Cooks. Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
I think our songs
Nice
are
have to
kind
beat
of
that.
they're kind of centered on that on riffs. I think that's kind of what most of our songs are kind of based around. The kind of just hopefully a catchy kind of upbeat riff
Yeah,
throughout.
upbeat, yeah.
But yeah, good.
Definitely,
Class.
yeah.
Because I don't always like.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I don't always like comparing to other bands, but you can tell the influences on the music though, can't you?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it is meant as a compliment. It's definitely meant as a compliment.
No, that's a huge compliment. Yeah, definitely. Thank you.
So what's coming up? Have you been able to book any live gigs? Or...
So that's what we've kind of been. That's obviously our main focus was getting the debut single out, so people have got something to reference us by. but that's the next step. Is we just want. I've kind of performed before, but as a band, we're desperate to start gigging and get some opportunities to get out there. And I think the songs that we've written they're not songs that just work streaming, like live. They're going to be really, really good, but it's just getting that opportunity, getting the foot in the door, kind of, especially in the Lakes. It's not the biggest music scene. It's not terrible, but it's not as big as, say, York if I was still there. But yeah, so that's the plan. So if anyone's got any spaces, anyone wants to take a chance on a kind of emerging artist, get in touch. We'd love to do some live performances as well.
Well, funny you should mention that.
Here we go. I'll wait for
Here
it.
we go.
We are in the process of opening our own live music venue in
Amazing.
Huddersfield.
Yep.
So we're in the sort of the last stages of negotiation. Who's this? Oh, we've got Lee. Are you trying to get back on? Have you got the
I'm
Wi-Fi?
trying to get back on. Back on, mate. I've pinched it back.
He's signed on to neighbour's Wi-Fi. He's on BT broadband next door.
Yay!
Let's get rid of the other one. Turn your phone off.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you're willing to come down to God's County, to Huddersfield,
Yeah, absolutely.
because the whole premise, what we're trying to do is we're going to get hopefully some original bands, and because again the whole premise of Smile Radio is supporting new music, independent and unsigned artists, so giving them a platform and an audience to play to. So we'll
brilliant. We'd love to.
Yeah, well, it's a binding contract that now, Lee. Well, that's another one we've duped there. We've got another one in.
Yeah. Yeah. All the ropes in, yeah.
Yeah. Live on the radio, and it'd be recorded. The contract's in the post. No,
Really. That would be brilliant. That'd be brilliant. And up to travelling and things like that, that's absolutely fine with us. Yeah, I'd love to. Be brilliant.
but I've got your number anyway. So
Another victim, really, isn't it?
yeah, we've got
Another victim.
yeah, yeah. And you signed for 5 years. Cheers.
Yeah. Cheers. Yeah.
I think the recording studio bit at top as well. I think that's going to be really good.
Yeah, that's the plan. We're gonna have the radio's going to be run from there.
Yeah.
And once it's all completed, we should hopefully be able to hold between 500 and 700 people. So
Oh, brilliant! Amazing.
so yeah, it's
Yeah, it's going to be a decent layout as well. Yeah, it's going
Yeah.
to be good.
Yeah.
Food there and all sorts. Yeah.
so there's lots going on. There's lots going on. We're just
It's exciting.
yeah. It's been for me. It's been a long drawn out process because we initially looked at this place back in September. So it's been
Right, okay.
it's been a. I know we've had lockdown. There's all of the other crap
Yeah.
that's been going on in the world, but we could have definitely got things sorted a lot quicker. But things happen for a reason. I'm a firm believer in that.
Do.
Things do happen for a
Absolutely.
reason.
And, with live music returning, things like that. Now it's probably not come at the worst time, is it? That's brilliant.
No.
That's really exciting. As you said, it's got a recording studio up top. Hopefully.
Well,
as
it will. That's the point. Not at the minute, but it will have. We'll have
Yeah.
a studio for the radio, and also
Oh, amazing.
we're going to have a section where we can have a recording studio as well. So,
It'd be perfect.
yeah.
Oh, brilliant.
But yeah, there's loads of other stuff which I've been sat on my hands a little bit, and I as you probably can tell, I really want to talk more about it, and I can't because
Right. Okay. Okay.
it does my head in. It does my head in
Yeah.
because
I'm the same with the songs we write and things like that. It's like once I've done them, I'm very much okay. It's written. I like how it sounds. Let's get it out there. And Scott's definitely more level-headed in terms of right. Hold on, hold your horses. Let's do it properly. Let's slow down. Let's make sure
Yeah.
it's all good, which is good. I definitely needed him to keep me grounded on that.
yeah, the current Mrs. Harrison does that to me. She keeps me
Yeah.
grounded. And I mean,
we all need someone like that,
I
don't we?
genuinely mean that in a good way. By the way, I'm not. I'm not saying-
You're not
I'm just.
absolutely hammering
You
it,
can
yeah.
still. It's not there now. You can't see it now. But anyway, that's good radio. But anyway. For those on Facebook Live, you'll know what I've just done. She's not listening, is she? Let me just check. She's not here, is she? No, but no, genuinely, she's a massive support. I mean, without Marie's help and with the station, I won't be able to do what I do with the station without the support. So yeah, because it's all funded by me and my wife, so we don't
Yeah.
we don't get any any financial help anyway in regards to sponsorship or out like it's all funded through us. So, but yeah, but I do love it. I do love what we do, and everything with the venue, it'll be amazing.
Yeah, it's going to help. It'll help growth with obviously you as well, but kind of what you've spoken about. The whole point is to get people, independent artists who are just starting out to be able to air that stuff, and that's only going to help, isn't it? So I think it's a brilliant thing you're doing.
And again, we're looking at setting up our own label as well to help. And it won't be, like the big three where you're lucky if you get between 12 and 15% or whatever you know what I mean. I know that there's a massive risk, and they do a lot of the work, and there's a lot of, but without the artist, you've got nothing.
That's the key, isn't it? You can say, oh, well, we're doing all this for you, doing all that for you. Yeah, but okay, well, I'm the one doing it. In the end of the day, I'm the one singing it. I'm the one playing it. I'm the one helping to write it and stuff. So without the artist, there is really nothing. And I think that's probably something that is kind of been. I think maybe there's more in the last kind of 1 or 2 or 3 years. I've seen more kind of a movement towards people realising the artist is actually the most important bit. But certainly before that, people kind of were just like, it kind of didn't matter who the artist was really. They were kind of more bothered about getting signed than getting plays or than getting fans. Really, it was all about getting signed. Whereas now people are like, actually, I can do without getting signed. Like especially with places like your show and things like that. There's more and more cropping up, and it's really good for independent artists.
It's basically the power of social media as well, because back in the day, obviously, I'm a bit long in the tooth. When we were doing it, it was like travelling down to London with a CD, banging a CD, and half of them got thrown in bin, you know what I mean? You won't guaranteed anybody listening, but now you've got YouTube where you can just smash a song on, somebody will come up across something, and then somebody will say it, like it, send it, and it just gets across, and that's it. You know what I mean? You're out there then. And you don't need to go and be fobbed off and sell your soul to the devil either.
Yeah, exactly.
Basically say, right, that is it, you know what I mean? You've got to sound like this, you've got to look like this, and everything else. So
yeah,
you know what I mean?
But
you can go back and you can stand and basically say, this is what I stand for. This is what I'm doing. If you don't like it, tough. Somebody else will. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's
you're not going to please everybody.
It's a fickle industry as well, isn't it? One minute you're riding high, next minute, because your second album might not be brilliant. And then they just drop you like a bad habit, and it's just it's just longevity.
Well, I was talking about Snoop Dogg today, believe it or not, right? Obviously not my thing. I listen to, but apparently tried doing a reggae album. Is that right?
I've heard something about this before.
And apparently it didn't go down too well, so he fobbed it off. So, you know what I mean? You look at an artist who's worldwide, you know what I mean? Massive.
Well, he's doing, Just Eat, isn't he? He's doing adverts for Just Eat.
Oh, man, honestly, he must have a massive tax bill to pay.
Money.
I bet they've paid him a fortune for that.
They actually will have as well. Some of his best stuff.
Oh, we've got Tracy Edge Smith on Facebook. Hi, Tracy. Nice of you to join us. How's life treating you, sweet cheeks? Hope everything's good. Give my love to Margaret. That's the mother. Anyway.
Oh, yeah. Lovely Margaret.
Lovely Margaret. So, I think we should play another song. What do you think, Tom?
Yeah, I think
I'd love to. Let's do it. If you think the last one was like the Kooks, this one is even more so. So hopefully you'll enjoy it.
Over to you, Tom.
Hi, it's Tom from Kiwi. This next track is called Royals. Hopefully releasing either at the end of March or June, end of June.
Next year.
Next year. No, end of June, hopefully. If you like it, make sure to like our Instagram page, Kiwi_official_music, for loads more sneak peeks of songs that we've got lined up. Enjoy.
There you have it. We'll be right back after this. And don't forget, we're on Instagram and Twitter at Smile Radio 3 or Facebook Live on Smile Radio Yorkshire. Drop us a message, any message you want to send, any shout outs, let us know. We'll be right back after this.
You were always saying no, sitting up there on your throne. I admit something is changing in my heart. queen, girl, so where's your crown? Step into the water where our love slowly drown. Just holding on so tight, you drag me down, you drag me down. Said your rules are gonna change. You never lose, and that's your own game. Admit your rain might be in doubt. My heart is so close to break down, and you've got to take the blame. Girl, you wanna rule me, no settle down. Acting like a queen, girl, so where's your crown? Step into the water where our love slowly drown. Just holding on so tight, you drag me down, drag me. Girl, you wanna rule me, no settle down. Acting like a queen, girl, so where's your crown? Step into the water where our love slowly drown. Just holding on so tight, you drag me down, you drag me down.
Hey, this is Doug.
This is Pat. This is Andy. We are Council, and you are listening to Rich and a Little Bit of Chris show on Smile Radio.
Get that smile.
Get that smile. Welcome back to Rich and a Little Bit of Chris with Lee and our featured artist, special guest Tom from Kiwi.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
Had to keep that.
Hello.
That reminds me of a little bit of Paolo Nutini. If that,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
trying-
absolutely. I'll take that.
It's I've seen him live, and I have to say I gate crashed that gig because the current Mrs H was going with her friends, and there were a spare ticket, so I went, and I have to say I had a bit of a man crush.
Did you?
Yeah,
No,
he's
not- you know,
he's very
he's quite
charismatic.
tasty.
Don't
Yeah.
you think he sings in a really awkward position though? You know, have you seen how he sings?
Yeah,
When
yeah,
He's like bent over,
yeah.
innit? All crunched up.
But he's yeah, I like Paolo. It were really good live, I have to say. Mind you can't beat live music. I don't care what it is.
No.
Live music. So no, I like that. I like that. It's
Good. Yeah. Do you use, you know, the guitar you've got back? Is that a Yamaha, that acoustic?
No, it's actually a Tanglewood.
Was it
Yeah,
Tanglewood?
It's the first guitar that I used where I actually had the courage to go and perform with it, because I only started performing about 3 years ago,
All right.
doing a bit of busking and stuff. So I'm quite So, and it was the first guitar that kind of had any sentimental value, and I've just not been able to get rid of it at all. Every time
Did
I
you
thought,
did
oh,
you
I
use
should get
that?
a new one.
Did you use that on that one then?
Yeah, that's the one that I
Yeah,
recorded.
that's what you
with
used
it.
on there. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because is it a semi-acoustic?
Yeah.
Yeah. 'Cause Is that a Fender Telecaster you've got in your background as
It's
well?
actually a Squire. If you can not
Right,
judge
yeah.
me for it. Yeah.
No,
it's a
no,
Squire.
no.
I love the telly. I played a load of tellies at a music shop in York, really high end ones.
Yeah.
That I thought, yeah, I'm going to play this. I'm going to love it. And I played them, and I hated playing them. So I really I wanted a telly that had a Strat style bridge,
Yeah.
so through body, and none of the kind of the ashtray ones which got in the way when I was wanting to strum.
Yeah.
Because I've grown up playing acoustic, so big strumming patterns and things, and
Yeah.
I just couldn't stand ripping all the skin off my hands. It got a bit boring. So matte black as well, which is always nice. I quite like black guitars.
Yeah.
And I picked it up, loved the way it felt, loved the fretboard and stuff. So I'm one of them where actually it's kind of, you could give me anything and I'd probably just play it. It's not too much of an issue for me, as long as I like the sound of it.
Do you use capos as well on some of your songs then? You know, when you're
Yeah.
to detune it kind of thing. You know what I mean? To just
Yeah.
get like a different kind of tuning sound to it. 'Cause
Yeah,
that's
a
what
lot
it
of-
sounded
a lot of
like in
capo
that.
work.
That's what it sounded like in that what you just played there.
Yeah, it's a lot of capo work, obviously bar chords and things, but actually I quite like the way the capo sounds, and it kind of helps mute, it almost kind of half mute strings sometimes.
Yeah.
And I quite like that quite unique sound that you get. And I'm not the most skilled guitar player in the world, so anything to make it a little bit easier is absolutely fine by me.
No, it
yeah.
does. It sounds. It's got a good tone. It's got a nice sound
Yeah.
to that. Yeah.
It never goes out of tune either. Never let me down. So can't get rid of it.
That's the half a battle, isn't it?
So,
Yeah, that is it. I don't want to retune after every song.
Yeah.
It's not for me, that. No.
so just for the numpty in the corner here. So when you're
Yeah.
saying the kappa, what's that?
So the capo, go on, after you.
No, go on. I would find one actually, but I don't think I've got it.
Capo's just like it's a little like it's almost like a squeezy kind of thing. you've
Oh,
got on the
yeah,
neck
yeah,
of the
yeah.
guitar,
Yeah,
and
I
it
know.
just slides up and it changes where the fret is basically.
Yeah,
So you can just play. Yeah, that's basically what it does.
yeah. That's for
Yeah, he says.
that's for numpty.
Your face
no,
is like a
no,
straight
no.
line,
I know
isn't
what you mean. Them little clips. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Little
Come down.
clip, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little
You've got
clip,
it.
that'll do.
Yeah.
That'll do.
Yeah,
Nailed it.
nailed it. No, so this tenor. You know,
You've got all the technical language.
A wah pedal. I'm going to get one of them. I'm going to get one of them bad boys. I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it hooked up to my ukulele that my daughter bought me. You ought to have seen me on first lockdown. She bought me it for her Father's Day present, and I'm there, and it looks like I'm having a stroke almost. You know what I mean? It's just like and tongues out, everything, concentration.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I just get so. I don't know if I dedicated my time to it, I'm sure I'd be better. But I just, you think you're getting somewhere, then you forget to strum, and then it just.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
not
more difficult than it looks.
I'm not dedicating enough. I'm not. I know
No.
I'm not. Even to the dismay of my daughter who bought me it, and yeah.
20 minutes a day. That's all you need.
That's all you need. Yeah, yeah. I'm Well, I had a few lessons when I first started out, but I was never into. That's why it's really good having Scott on board, because he's very good, like kind of lead wise, knows the scales, things like that. I could just never commit to learning all of them. I just wanted to learn chords so I could play my favourite songs, and that was enough for me. So I really needed someone a little bit more
It's a good
talented
way
on
to
board.
start.
but-
It really is a good way to
Yeah.
start. I mean, I was talking to a guy at work this morning. His little lad's 5, and he goes, "Oh, he keeps asking for a guitar and things like that. He thinks too young." I says, "Definitely not." I said,
No,
"If he wants
no.
a guitar, then he obviously he listens to music. It's the best time. The brains are like a sponge. Just crack on and get on it. The younger, the better." I mean,
Yeah.
I can tell you a story how I learned. I was playing a guitar, and it was an electric guitar in front of a Marshall stack in the dining room at home. And my dad said, "That's G, that's C, that's D. You're not leaving this room until you can change all 3 chords." I tell you now, if he's listening now, he'll laughing his head off, because I tell you that honestly, I was like, right, and it made you do it because you wanted to go out and play with your mates. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's like, no, come on, you're not doing it. You've got to. And it was basically we're hanging down to my knees, and I'm like trying to get hold of it. You know what I mean? In front of a Marshall stack. So there were no messing about there. It's like, right, learn those 3 chords, and that is it.
That's it, and you can
And
play
then
most things with them.
After that, we went to. I had lessons and things like that. Then I moved on to bass and other bits and pieces. But yeah, learn that. Otherwise, you're not leaving this room.
Mind you,
Yeah.
if
Maybe
you
that's the way
met, Tom,
forward.
if you met Chris, Lee's dad, if he sits Easter, you're buying him egg. You know what I mean? You're not leaving the house.
Right, okay, yeah.
Yeah, he's a gentle giant, but I won't want to cross him.
No,
I
if he
wanna-
tells you to learn it, you learn
Yeah,
it.
yeah. All right then, Dad.
definitely, yeah.
Yeah,
Happily as well.
yeah.
Can I learn more? I'd love to learn more. Yeah.
I'll do it backwards.
Oh, Tom, I've absolutely loved you coming on, mate. You've been
Yeah, it's been brill. Loved it.
It's a shame that Scott, but you're welcome to come on another time. When your next song's coming out, we will
Yep.
definitely get you on. Just want to say thank you very much. And
Yeah, cheers, pal. And I tell you what as well, if any of them, if you get any new songs, or you know what I mean, if you get anything that you redo or whatever you do,
Yeah.
get them on my stuff, get them sent over straight away, and
Will do,
listen
will
to them.
do.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
well, I know we've
Cheers,
already.
lads. It's been a pleasure.
You're welcome, mate. But I'll tell you what we're going to do. I'm going to play Addiction again. So
Yeah.
it's out. When did it come out? 30th of.
Came out on the 30th of April.
Yeah. So I'm going to play Addiction. I know we already played it, but we're going to play it again because we like it.
Yeah. It's a
So-
banger, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So
That's our
Tom-
word, is that? It's a banger.
It's a
It's a
banger.
proper banger, is that?
And we'll get you on again definitely when hopefully. And send our regards to
Love to.
Scott. If you're listening, Scott, get well soon, big man. And
Will do. All the best, Scott.
stay safe, and we'll see you soon at the venue. Yeah.
You too, chaps.
fi-
Yeah, love to.
the
All right,
five-
see you soon.
The
Bye-bye.
5-year contract. Cheers,
Cheers,
Tom.
Tom.
Take care,
See you
mate.
later.
So this is Addiction by Kiwi, live on Smile Radio.
One more drink, then I'm heading off. But you pull me to the corner, I'm getting off. One more smoke, girl, you get me high. Put your lips up on my neck like it's the last time. There's only one thing I want in my mouth. You're an addiction, and I'll be coming around, and I'll be coming. There's only one thing I want in my mouth. You're my addiction, and I'll be coming around. And if you're coming around, you're coming around, you're coming around. If you're coming around, smoke out the side door. Do you think they noticed? Doesn't matter anyway, I couldn't miss this. Break my heart, but I wouldn't mind. Cause you're giving me a fever for the right time. There's only one thing I want in my mouth. You're an addiction, and I'll be coming around, and I'll be coming. There's only one thing I want in my mouth. You're my addiction, and I'll be coming around. And if you're coming around, you're coming around, you're coming around. If you're coming around. There's only one thing I want in my mouth. You're an addiction. There's only one thing I want in my mouth. You're an addiction, and I'll be coming around, and I'll be coming. There's only one thing I want in my mouth. You're my addiction, and I'll be coming around. And if you're coming around,
Hi, it's Matt from Apollo Junction here, and you're listening to Rich and a little bit of Chris's show on Smile Radio.
Welcome back to the Rich and a Bit of Chris show with Lee and our other special guest, Becca James. Are you there, Becca?
I am. Hello.
Hello, Becca.
Hello.
Hi.
This is Lee, who he wasn't part of the show before when he came on. How long ago is it since you were on, Becca?
It must have been. It's been quite a while, hasn't it? Like 2019.
Yeah, I
Long
think it's
time.
yeah. How time's gone by, hasn't it?
Years.
There's so much that's gone on in the last 12 months as well.
I know it feels like a different lifetime, but thank you for having me again.
No, you're welcome. It's great to have you back on. I feel like I know you because for those who don't know, I used to work with Becca's sister, Tasha. If she's listening, Tasha, I'm sending you a big snog and a big hug. I hope you're well. She is as mad as a fish, isn't she, Becca?
She is.
I absolutely adore the girl. She's mad as a fish, though. She's
Oh
brilliant.
my goodness, she is. I don't want to say too much because You know what sisters are like, but I adore my sister, and I'm sure she'll have a giggle when she hears this.
Well, tell her I don't scare her, so I don't scare anybody, to be quite honest. But no, we love Tash. We love her. So how's life been treating you in all this madness?
Oh my goodness, it's been. I think madness is the exact right word. It's just been so chaotic, especially working in music, because I was a community musician as well as an artist, so I've had like loads of up and downs with my own work, but it's been a really cool time to work on new music and release music, which is what I've been focusing on. But yeah, generally okay, but that's an understatement. But thank you.
So when you say community musician, what does that mean? For the ignorant one in the corner here.
So previously, so pre-pandemic, I would run choirs and singing groups. So it's a bit of a weird term that not everyone's heard of, but it's just bringing music into communities for people that are new to it or not doing music professionally or just want to do it for fun. So I found myself doing that to support myself as an artist. But with the pandemic, choirs were sort of off the table. But loads of community musicians have done choirs on Zoom, which I think is amazing. I haven't adapted that way. But so yeah, just music in communities. But that's since changed, and I've sort of focused more on just putting my own music out there now.
Well, I do have to say your first song. I'm not sure. I don't think Lee's heard your first song, Control.
Yeah, I have actually. Yeah, I have.
Have you? Oh,
yeah, I have. Yeah.
Sorry, speaking for you, mate. I apologise. But no. The only reason why I say that is because it is a couple of years ago since you were on.
Yeah.
And
I'll tell you what. It were as soon as I started listening to it, it just reminded me of Florence and the Machine.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
And it really did it with that. You know what I mean? That kind
And
of.
Chris
really
is
strong, powerful vocal.
Yeah, Chris. Unfortunately, he's held up. He's still stuck in Carphone Warehouse, even though it's shut down.
Someone's gonna go and find him.
Yeah, he needs finding.
He'll send a flare. He'll send a flare up.
Yeah, the Egypt. No, he don't look like he's going to get on. Bless him. But he said "Perfect Girl," which is your latest single. He said it reminds him of Kate Bush, and
definitely.
That is high praise. Thank you.
No,
wow.
Yeah, I just think you've got a beautiful tone. It's almost a haunting tone, and I mean that you've got a beautiful tone to your voice, Becky. And I said this to you before, and we continue to try and support as much as we can. I think we've proved that over the last couple of years. So no, it is. I love it. Absolutely love it.
Thank you so much, and I so appreciate your support. It makes such a difference, and I know that you're committed to supporting emerging artists, and I think especially right now it's such a challenge, so just to be on here and for you to play the song and big it up, it means so much. And my goodness, those artists, one day, fingers crossed, hopefully,
well,
I'll be there.
Yeah, well, anything that we can do to help you get there, we are more than happy to do so. And I'm not just saying it because you're on. If I didn't think it were any good, I wouldn't have you on. So
yeah, thank you.
I you know, you can ask your Natasha. I call a spade a shovel, and it is what it is, and it's my station, so I can do what I want. So if we didn't like it, we wouldn't have it on. So there's a compliment in somewhere in that anyway. But no, we love it, absolutely love it. So, but I can hear a little twang of the Newcastle, the tune coming out of there, because you spent quite a bit of time up there, didn't you?
Yes.
She only went for a pint of milk in
that.
7 years.
Yes, yeah, no. Everyone says that, and it's made me really conscious of how I'm speaking, because when I come home to Leeds, they're like, "You're a Geordie now." Everyone says it.
There is a twang there. Yeah. Why I man?
But it's difficult,
it's just
not
so easy to pick up. Like I can hear it now in my own voice. It's making me really.
Oh, don't! I didn't mean to do that.
Don't.
No, it's okay. It's just it's funny how easily
Like
accents can be picked up.
Definitely, yeah. Definitely.
But they're brilliant, lovely people. So, yeah, this sort of. I was saying this to Richie the other day before I came on here, about how Newcastle just sort of adopts you, and the music scene's great. But equally, Leeds, Yorkshire, the music scene. I'm hoping to get more into it now, being here, because I feel like I'm a little bit out of the loop. Other than being here, there's so much going on in Yorkshire music wise.
Yeah, there's loads of investment. I mean, and it's a shame. I mean, have you heard about Warehouse 23, Lee? That's closed down.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. It's a big music venue in Wakefield, and it's so sad. And Joe, if you are listening, I'm really sorry to hear that it has closed, because
Yeah, that is a shame.
it's
There's been some belting bands in there.
and there's so many venues that are struggling and struggled and don't look like they're going to make it through and reopen again. But so yeah, I hate to hear that, because everybody needs that. We need that. We need it, and I can't wait till we can see live music again. I said this a couple of weeks ago. I went up to the Tan Hill up at Richmond. It's a great pub, by the way. It's the highest pub in Great Britain. 1,732 feet, apparently. Anyway, but yeah, but it's and we actually went. Marie took me up there for my birthday. That's at Cunham, Mrs. Harrison. Took me up there, and we saw a husband and wife on acoustic guitars, and it was just like, it was just bonkers, because I've not seen live music for nearly a year. Do you know what I mean? Just to sit there in this converted barn into a bar, it was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And obviously I had a couple of sherbets and that, it was a brilliant evening. But just to sit and listen to live music, absolutely. So who was the last person you saw live then, Becca?
Oh my God, what a good question. It feels surreal. I totally get that, relate to that. Let me have a think now. It's weird, because once you start having music as a career, you see it so differently. So then to go to a gig and just enjoy it and be a spectator is so nice. Let me have a think now.
I'll tell you what, while you're thinking, shall we play your track? I think we should, don't you?
One then. Thank you.
Right, I'm going to pass it over to you then, Becca. You can introduce your song. Over to you.
Thank you. So this is my latest single, Perfect Girl. I released it on the 14th of April. It was written all about rejecting all of the barriers in the music industry, basically, and all those frustrations, and just in one big anthem. And it's a little bit sad, but I think that's okay. And thank you so much for playing it. So here's Perfect Girl.
Allowed myself to be your blank canvas. You painted me by numbers, choosing all my colors. Allowed myself to live under your shadow, thinking I was safe there. What did I know then? Don't wanna be your perfect girl. Don't wanna be your perfect girl. Saw the signs for years, but I ignored them. 'Cause this is what love is. It hurts to feel it. But your words got deep this time, and they have changed me. I know that I can't be everything you need. Don't wanna be your perfect girl. Don't wanna be your perfect girl. To spend it in your made-up world. Don't wanna be your perfect girl. And I held on to you, 'cause I didn't have my own youth. It's not safer to hide, so I'll leave you behind, and I'll go on alone. This facade is wrong. Don't wanna be your
Hi, it's Wild Horse here. I'm Jack.
And I'm Henry.
I'm Ed.
And you're listening to Smile Radio.
Welcome back to Rich and a Bit of Chris with Lee and our very special guest, Becca James. I'm not just saying this.
I really like that.
It's
the more I
beautiful.
listen to it, the more I like it, more I want to play it again.
It's beautiful.
Really nice that, yeah.
And as I said, it's very haunting. And I get Florence and the Machine, honestly. And I'd no. Oh, there's a lot of love on Facebook. I've got some messages. Absolutely love that song. Thanks, Zoe. So yeah, there's a lot of love for you. A lot of love, and we're going to play Control as well before you go. And I know we do with the Song for Whatever. Oh, I forgot to ask Tom about his Song for Whatever. Oh, I'm an idiot.
You have to text him.
I'll text him. Yeah, if you're listening, Tom, what's your Song for Whatever? Anyway, but no, love that. Absolutely. And I know this isn't good radio, but obviously the power is on. I'm mouthing to Becca. I said, I love that song. I wasn't trying to say I love you or anything like that. I love that. And you can see her thinking, really? What's this weirdo saying?
He's a weirdo.
Tasha did warn me about him.
Thank you so much. Oh my goodness, that's such high praise. I really appreciate it. And I think it's one of those where you've worked away on a track and had it for ages, and it's such a surreal and lovely moment, and to hear that it resonates with people is wonderful. So thank you. I worry about it. I've had feedback about it being quite a melancholy song, and it's also lush to hear that resonates, and that's okay, because I know. But I think sad music is great.
No, but
I love a sad song.
You look at Adele. She wouldn't have wrote that song. She had her heart trashed and smashed to pieces. And
yep.
Do you know what I mean? Sam Smith, same again. If they hadn't had heartbreak,
Porty said the band, every song they wrote were about sad things, wasn't it? Basically, you know what I mean?
And Fleetwood Mac. If you listen to some of their songs, Jesus, that's a film I'd love to watch. I'm not even joking. If they're going to make a film, make it about Fleetwood Mac, because they're all getting intertwined with each other
together. Yeah. But Fishbowl and Keys and all that.
Oh, God bless you. But some of the music, even I can't believe they're still together after all that they went through, and they put themselves through. But I love Fleetwood Mac. I do like Fleetwood Mac. But anyway, so go on, Becca. What were you going to say?
I was just going to say about Fleetwood Mac and TikTok and how that's all kicked off, but that's a totally different tangent.
No, go on. What's that? I missed that. I keep dipping into TikTok. I need to get down with the kids.
Me neither. I've been on it and off it, and you're supposed to go viral. You have to make something that goes viral, otherwise, and that's a tall order. But they sort of got back in the charts recently. I say recently. Time in lockdown has just gone.
I know.
I don't know when I'm referring to, but at some time in lockdown, one of the songs
last 12 months.
Massive, and it was on the news, and because it was a guy in America skateboarding to a Fleetwood Mac song, and they got in an interview with them, and they were just like, "Thank you so much for using our song on TikTok." So I think TikTok's changing the world, but I'm not on it either, so we might have to get a tutorial.
Well, my daughter, she's 13. She set up the account. And we've got about four videos on.
I'll follow you. Let me know your TikTok name.
It's Smile Radio, I think.
Is it Smile Radio?
Yeah,
Great.
Smile Radio. But yeah, it's so funny. We did, because we got some merch as well. I'm wearing Sunbirds, who they're a band that came on not other week, again morphed into, and the lead singer was Dave Hemingway out of Beautiful South, and
Wow.
They set this band, and I really I love Beautiful South anyway. So they've got their album, and so I bought the T-shirt and the signed CD. I'm putting it up to the camera because people. So they sent me that. I did buy it, but I mean, because I'm not all about just getting the merch for free. So we did a TikTok for the merch, and we've all and every time we jump, the next person comes on. We've got hoodies, T-shirts, hats, face masks, all sorts, and it was so funny. And it only took a couple of
to be fair.
Oh, it is when you're doing it.
Lee is not impressed.
No, definitely not.
Well, to see you perform. Oh, hang on a minute. Ah, whoa, back the truck up. Says him playing bass in a Bowie tribute band in a pink nurse's outfit.
No,
That's all.
it wasn't Bowie.
It's all coming out
No. That were a club band. That were the comedy show band. That was
it?
In the Nerfers out. Yeah.
Right.
The Bowie band were a serious thing when I was dressed up in a whatever they call it. So wrong.
Yeah, serious. So yeah, he's one to talk. So anyway, watch it, and I was quite impressed with it, really. But anyway, and also I were on the capture. You know, I don't like to brag about that.
Oh,
if Lily's watching,
it's all right. It's only mentioned. Anybody that listens in every week, which we have got a few that listen in every week, they'll be like.
I don't know if you know, Becky. There was a BBC thing called The Capture. You can catch it again on iPlayer, and and me, Hopper, and Paddy, friend of ours, and it's Paddy's mate who he went to school with. Does all there's a TV program called Spooks. He did all the camera work and all of that, and he needed somebody just to act shifty. So me, Hopper, and Paddy, we did it, and we got on.
3 characters.
I'll tell you
what, I couldn't have picked a better 3.
I'll text you the video. It's only we did about 8 hours filming. I'm not joking you, and there's 30 seconds of us on. So I keep winding my daughter up saying, I'll take her to school, I'll drop her at school, and I say, and there's various women on the wave, and I saw she recognised it from capture. And she, no, Daddy, no, they do not. And we went to a parents' evening when you were allowed to go to school to a parents' evening, and one of the parents recognised. She's, were you on the capture? You
were like,
oh yeah. And my daughter could have died. It's the worst thing she could have said. And apparently, I had a message that we might be using some of the other footage on a Gary Oldman film. I hope we do. I swear to God, I hope they use it, because I'm going to down out on that. I really am.
Update your LinkedIn.
Oh God. I'm just gonna. In fact, on Instagram, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get the video on a loop of me make him a target. That's the bit he says.
Do you know what? I've still not seen it.
I'll send you it, link. Don't worry, I'll send you it.
Yeah.
I've
seen the pictures, but I've not seen the actual where they're talking and it goes into it.
Yeah,
I've seen the pictures.
I'll send you the.
I thought it were wind up. It looked like you were outside Black Horse in Wakefield, actually, at top of Westgate.
It were actually at the bottom at Springs.
I just thought it was like another Saturday or Sunday afternoon.
It were near Weatherspoons, outside at bottom at Springs in Wakefield. You know what? It Dolphin Pub? Is it Dolphin or Wakey Pride?
Wakey Pride or whatever. Or Wakefield, Wakey Arms. Or something
bottom at Springs in Wakefield. Yeah, that's where so all that filming that we did.
Oh my goodness! I've done extras before. If this music thing doesn't take off, I've been an extra in Vera.
Have you?
Have you?
I have.
I love Vera. Vera rocks.
What did you say? Sorry.
Vera rocks. I love that program.
It's great. It's never ending. I don't think I've properly watched it, but I shouldn't admit that now, because when I was applying to be an extra, I was like, I love Vera. It was one of my self-employment things, because obviously it peaks and troughs. So when I was working, but yeah, it was great. But if you are seen as an extra on Vera, you can't star in Vera. So that's annoying. So I can't audition now to star in Vera. I know.
Why is that?
Shouldn't I? I don't know, because somebody might have seen you, like you said,
Yeah, there's always somebody who'll spot you, won't there?
Yeah.
Somebody will spot you and be like, oh no.
Well, the thing is, they didn't follow up on that storyline when they said make it. He goes, who's the unsub? Not that I've watched it that often. and he asked for a breakfast brioche off this other officer, and then he said, so and so, make him a target, and then it pans onto me for about 5 seconds. I don't like to brag about it.
No, it's okay.
Make him a target.
It's got to be done. I think everyone should try.
Unbelievable.
Oh God!
I tell you what, if Chris were on now, it'd be absolutely.
He'd have signed off. He'd have signed off. He'd have just cut off. I'm not listening to this. He said.
If you knew which button to press, he'd have been off.
Yeah.
I'm still on that. You've made merchandise, face masks as merchandise. That's what an idea.
But the thing is, the company that we use for all the merch, right? Even though it's my radio station and it's my merch, it costs about 14 quid for the face mask. Even I wouldn't pay 14 quid for the face mask.
14 quid?
No, because it comes from America and the shipping on it. And I said to him,
In fact, I know somebody who makes face masks. But charge a lot cheaper than that.
No, but it's a company called Teespring, and because I don't have to bother, I don't have to pay buying so many T-shirts or have any in stock. They just make it as and when there's an order placed. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but I ordered a face mask, and it is the brilliant quality. But and I think it was £7 for the mask, and they were charging £7 delivery. I think it's a face mask. There's no on it. You know. Anyway.
No way. I'm
unbelievable, Jeff.
contemplating face masks. I don't have any merchandise, but I think merchandise is good for when gigs start again.
There's no way they're going to have to make you wear a mask, because that's going to be hard work, is that? Because oh no.
No. I just wonder what's going to happen. I hope that, because obviously some venues...
You'd not be able to sing as well with a face mask on as well, and you'd have problems with that.
Yeah.
Oh no, I won't have to wear one.
Oh no, I'm only joking. I
was like, does Lee know I need to...
No. Oh dear. I'll tell you what, Becky.
Becca. Oh,
May, love.
Are they going to let you out of your bedroom, love? Are they going to let you out? Aye?
No, honestly, this lockdown, I can't even...
Have you got windows in there, by the way?
Burn it down.
I've literally gone bright red, the same as my outfit.
It's all right. Lee's like that, but that's blood pressure.
No. To be fair, this is
I'm joking.
He's joking. We've done it all today. I don't know. Unbelievable.
Becca, should we be ready for a song? I think we should be ready for a song.
Yes, please.
Open a window.
Open a window. Compose yourself.
That's Fritzl.
Oh my god. No, because at some point it was illegal to sing. Because I remember I was going to go do a choir, and it was actually illegal to sing, even outside. So, what a weird time. But anyway, a song, I can do that.
Well, I'm going to play Control, if that's all right with you.
Yes, please.
Is that okay?
That'd be great.
So, you listen to Rich and a little bit of Chris with Lee, with our very special guest, Becca James. And this is her first single. When did you release this, Becca?
I released it in May 2019.
No.
I know. I was just looking at the date like that was a long time ago. Yeah.
Wow. That's frightening how quick it's gone.
Yeah, I know.
But we love it. So this is Becca James, live on Smile Radio, and this is Control. Right back after this.
Future
Welcome back to the Rich and a Bit Chris show with Lee, with our very special guest, Becca James. How are you, sweet cheeks? You composed yourself now?
I'm still mortifyingly embarrassed.
Oh, shut up.
You know.
No, it's not an interview. This is a chat between friends. That's all it is.
There's nobody else listening, so don't worry. It's just between us three.
We have a bit of a laugh, and that's all it is.
It's just us.
I'm not used to people. I don't know about you guys, but going back into the world is going to be.
I'm just going to be unleashed. I'm just going to be unleashed, me.
A friend of mine has just texted me now, and he says he listens in every week, and he's just said now, dark room, headphones on, I could listen to her music all night.
Oh, that's so lush. Thank you, Lee's friend.
Cheers, Jim. That's Jim.
Thanks, Jim.
Thanks, Jim. No,
please do.
Oh, honestly, I can't wait. I want to see you live. I can't wait to see you live. You're gonna come down, aren't you? You're gonna come over to our place when we opened, aren't you?
Yes, it's so exciting,
I've already signed her up, Lee. It's all right. We've already.
I'm going to say I thought you must have done.
Lee's like, we have not discussed this.
No, it's not to do with me. I just. I'll just come along and
what
just
Becca doesn't realise, Lee, is I were recording the conversation, and she said, "Oh yeah, I'll play." So legal and binding.
That what it done.
Another one in the bag. FOC free of charge. Mons to Abebu.
I also say that I love the jingle, your radio jingle. I've not heard it.
Oh, have you not? Well, that was
so lovely.
Bethany Hare, who is an actress now on Hollyoaks.
Oh, wow.
And she sings every year. In fact, there's a couple of songs that she does covers, but I think she's done in fact, while you're on, if it's all right with you, Becca, I'll play her. And she's absolutely lovely. She's got her own charity called Bethany Smiles, and it's all the proceeds go to a children's hospice.
Wow.
She's amazing. She's a fantastic singer, and she's such a lovely, lovely girl. And well, she's a young lady. I'm not a girl, but she's a kid to me. But anyway, everybody's younger than me. Big 5-0 this year, Becca. I know. I don't look it before you say it. I know. Anyway, but yeah, let me find it, Bethany. But yeah, she's lovely, and she sang for the charity that we did back in November. November, yeah. God, it is. Everything just whizzes by, doesn't it? It's just like we're in May already. Bethany.
Just as soon as I heard her voice, I was like, "Wow, what a beautiful tone."
Keep talking amongst yourself. I'm just trying to find it.
I don't have anything interesting anymore.
How have you been going on as regards recording your stuff then? And have you been sending it off, or do you do it at home? Have you got a?
Ooh, good question. So at different stages of the lockdown, it's I've had like different accessibility to doing things. So I have done some recording at home myself, and I'm getting to grips with that because that's sort of my next thing, is to get better at production, because it empowers you to execute your own vision. But I much prefer writing than the recording side, got to be honest. But yeah, I've done some recording at home and had that in tracks that have been produced up, which is it's been really cool that I could do that at home, and it could end up in something that was well produced and be okay to use. Yeah. When I was in Newcastle earlier in the lockdown, I used to work at a music studio.
Right,
so I ran some of the community music there, and I got to use the studio. So I've done some recording in person, which is lovely. Such a different experience to be with an engineer and not have to worry about.
Somebody can basically say, "Oh, well, why don't you try this?" or something. Yeah, I know what you mean.
It's much easier, and the guys at Loft Music are just lovely. What else? Yeah, so done some remote recording. Had the chance to go to the studio. I've been to the studio as well fairly recently to do some one-on-one vocals. I love that. I just love being around people. But yeah, I'm getting way better at recording at home, which I think is going to change things.
What do you use? Do you use a Mac, or do you use Windows? What do you use?
I use a MacBook. Yeah, a MacBook and an Audion microphone, and I've got it's an Aston Origin microphone and an Audion interface, and Logic. I've just got Logic.
You use Logic, right? Do you find that easy enough to use, Logic?
You know what? It's I upgraded from GarageBand, but I can't say that I use much more of the tools. Annoyingly, I thought I'll get Logic but that's sort of my next step because production's a whole art in itself.
Yeah.
And I respect that. That's why I work with people that know what they're doing. But I have a tinker. I put a bit of reverb on. And yeah.
It's hard because obviously at home, I mean, I've got a little setup here and I've been using GarageBand. And I mean, I've got also Pro Tools. And you do need a degree in like the things you can use on that is unbelievable. But it's so complicated. I mean, it's basically better off going on YouTube and following it how to use this and then start off that way. I mean, I went to, obviously things had changed when I went to Huddersfield College and I did like a music recording a couple of days, I think it was 3 or 4 days, in a studio and actually sitting down and working and looking at it. And that's all I used to do at home, and basically is go through and start mixing how things worked, how things started, how you set up. And then obviously when you start gigging and playing with bands and then you start recording your demos and things, that's how I learned, just by doing it. So the more you do it, the easier it gets. But the software you get these days now, it's you know what I mean? I mean, I think GarageBand is probably the easiest thing to use. So if anybody listening that's getting a band and they're wondering to know what things to use as regards home recording, I think probably GarageBand is probably the easiest thing to use.
Absolutely. And you can even, I mean, I know it's sort of frustrating because it is all Apple orientated, but there's other apps as well. You can get these recording things on your phone.
Yep.
And when my computer was being fixed, I didn't have a Mac for ages, and I was recording on my phone, and I got a little adapter, and you can put a little MIDI keyboard into your little mic into your phone. It's incredible that you can be making little, I say, productions.
Something you can put it down then, can't you? And then you can go back to it later on and mix it off. Or like a lot of artists who come on the radio, when I ask them about how they record and do the things, they actually say that they do send it off to a producer, and they'll sit and listen to it and do things with it and then send it back to them. So, you know what I mean? There is, just because of the lockdown as well, we have been able to do things and do bits and pieces.
Yeah, and become more empowered. I think the more you know yourself, the better. But it is just deciding, like you said, it does take that time. It's a time commitment to learn how to do it. And I'm considering as an artist whether to do that, because I think I much prefer writing. But the more you know, the more empowered you are.
Yeah.
So who produced your songs for you? You know, Control and your latest one, Perfect Girl.
So I did a bunch of tracks with 2 guys from the band Shields. So Newcastle based. So it's Luke, LG and Dave Williams. So it's the same 2 guys, and I've got how many have we done? God, my brain then. Have we done 4? We've done a bunch of tracks basically. So I've got these 2 and I've got more that I hope to put out later on in the year. But yeah, it was great working with them. That was like my first introduction to how to make a big production, because I went in with Control as an a cappella demo, and Perfect Girl was just piano and vocal, very sparse. And I learnt the ropes through them really, and they were like multi-instrumentalists, amazing producers.
That's really good. So do you play keys as well? You play keys, don't you? Yeah.
I do play keys. I wouldn't say that I'm amazing, but it's helped me to get to a level where I can write and have basic demos, and I can gig on my own. I prefer to gig with a little band so I can just focus on singing.
Well, you could knock a number out now. You've got your keys outside here.
I mean, I can move them closer if you want me to, but
would you be up for that? I'll tell you what.
I might be terrible, but
shush.
You won't be terrible. You will not be.
I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'll play The Idea of Love by Bethany Hare, and she's got a beautiful voice. So I'll give you time to compose yourself, and you can maybe do a little. Are you up for it?
Get yourself set up.
Are you up for it?
We
You don't
had
have
a
to
guy last
listen.
week and he did it. He just picked his guitar up and played and sang. And I tell you what, it was great how it sounded. It was absolutely fantastic. No mixing, nothing.
And what should I
Straight into his mic.
play?
What do you want to play?
Oh, God. Okay, I'll have a think about this.
You don't listen. We don't want to pressurise you.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
don't have
exactly. Yeah, if
to. You don't have to if you don't want to. It's okay.
I could probably play something. I'm wondering if I can share my sound because I could sing something. Be more comfortable just singing something.
You should
Right,
be able to.
you play the tune and I'll have a think.
Right. Well, what I can do is I can mute you at this end, so Lee will be able to tell you if you can hear it.
Yep.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play "The Idea of Love" by Bethany Hare, and if you're listening, you download a tune. She's an absolute sweetheart. So we've got the thumb screws out. So Becca's going to do a song for us. If not, Lee's going to cry himself to sleep tonight. So
Oh no!
no pressure, love.
No,
No,
it means
pressure.
It. He actually means this
No.
one, though. We're not joking now.
I'm joking.
No, we're joking. We're joking.
Have a think.
I've got such a guilty complex as well. I'll be like, Lee is crying himself to sleep.
He is. No disrespect, but did you think he would? Does he look like the type? He's 6'4".
Yes.
Oh. You just see the good in everyone, Becca, don't you?
Well, that's the way to be. I mean,
Becca, you are a beautiful person inside and out. Do you know that?
thank you.
She
You
is,
are.
yeah, she is.
Right, this is The Idea of Love by Bethany Hare. And we'll be right back after this. We've got thumb screws out. Don't go anywhere.
The idea of love. The idea of love. The idea of love. Sometimes I think to myself, what does it take to fall in love? A little faith, a little trust, or maybe just a little luck. Well, it seems I've been waiting for oh so long, but I still believe. Would you give me everything if the world was yours? Would you see beyond my flaws? Am I the one that you adore? When you touch my face, my heart begins to race. So should I embrace this change of circumstance? 'Cause I believe in the idea of love. Yes, I believe in the idea of love. And I will keep this close to me. Oh, they say it'll hit you like a lightning strike. I guess the cliche is right, because it doesn't strike twice. Something in your eyes that cannot be disguised truly gives me confidence, because I believe in the idea of love. Yes, I believe in the idea of love. Yes, I believe in the idea of love. Yes, I believe in the idea of love. And I will keep this close to me. This close to me. Yes, I believe in the idea of love. Yes, I believe. Rich and Chris and Drive Time, Smile Radio.
welcome back to the Rich and a Little Bit of Chris show live on Smile Radio. Is Becky done a runner? Where's she gone? Are you there, Becky?
She's done, hasn't she? Ah, no, she's come back.
I'm just trying to set up still. Can you play?
Yeah, we'll do another one. We'll play. We'll go.
Yeah,
we'll do a back.
tune on.
We'll do a back. We'll do a back to back. I tell you what you like. There's a girl called Rachel Barra. I'm going to find her, and she's got. Where is it? I've just seen her now. Ground Up, and she's a young lady from Ireland, Dublin, Ireland, I think it is, and it's a beautiful song. Ground Up, it's called. Listen to if you're all about the lyrics, listen to the lyrics of this song.
In fact, why don't you? We could do a double. Put that on and then play the stir it up.
Stir it up. Yeah. Right, we'll do that, and we'll play a couple of back to backs. We've got 15 minutes, and then you can finish off. Is that all right, Becca?
Sounds good to me.
Right, here we go. We're right back after this. This is Rachel Barra, Ground Up, live on Smile Radio.
Look in the mirror, what do I see? Hello reflection, hello again me. These little distractions don't work anymore. You see, 1 minute I'm up, then I'm down on this roller coaster. Open the window, the streets are so bare. Behind every closed door, a story to tell. Inside of these four walls, a chance to begin. I got a room in my heart that I'm saving till we meet again. I'm holding on to something I can't see. I'm waiting for the day where I can breathe again. If we crumble, if we fail, together from the ground up we can build this house again. From the ground up. From the ground up. Been missing my family, been missing my friends. Watching too much TV is not good for my health. Though I'm feeling lonely, I know I'm not alone. We'll keep on helping and lifting each other up stone by stone. Deep now, there's a treasure inside waiting to be found. I'm holding on to something I can't see. I'm waiting for the day where I can breathe again. If we crumble, if we fail, together from the ground up we can build this house again. From the ground up. 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 From the ground up we can build this house again. I'm holding on to something I can't see. I'm waiting for the day where I can breathe again. If we crumble, if we fail, together from the ground up we can build this house again. Rich and Chris and Drive Time, Smile Radio.
Don't load it up with me, you're not my master. I got a recipe for your disaster. Stir it up now, stir it up. sheet of lemons, let's suck those lemons hard. Make sure you are first to cross the line. Never get to heaven with a golden credit card. Get ready, set, go pay your debt.
Colonel Bacchus, he's your host. Yes, the host with the most. With the song he's singing that'll make your ears bleed. Colonel Bacchus is a DJ. Yes, the craziest DJ. He plays movies and music, and it's strange as the Godzilla sang. From the dubstep noise, loud bass on top of that, to the shrill of the giant shrews, the oddest, weirdest, strangest show the radio ever knew. Colonel Bacchus is the host, yes, a host that won't toast. What a kook, what a ruler, what a nightmare come truer was he. Colonel Bacchus radio show from Tennessee, Fridays at 6 p.m. on Smile Radio.
Rich and Chris and Drive Time, Smile Radio.
Welcome back to the Rich and Little Bit of Chris show with Lee, with our very special guest, Becca James. Are you there, Becca?
I am. Can you hear me?
We can hear
Certainly
you.
can, yes.
Brill. Great.
So,
I'm going to let you into a little secret as well.
Yes?
You're one of my favourites.
Oh, thank you.
Definitely one of my favourites.
Fab.
that's praise
Thanks so
indeed.
much. Ooh.
So, did you get my message? About
Yes, I did, but I was gonna I
No,
messaged back.
I didn't want. I didn't. No, I didn't see your message back. Sorry, but I didn't want you to. I didn't want to influence. Anyway, you do what you want to do. You don't need.
Thank you. No, I was gonna. My song for whatever is Prince, and I felt like
Yeah.
the bar was too high for me.
It's a tune, isn't it?
Do
Well-
a dodgy cover of Prince, but
We'll finish off with that. Is that all right? We'll finish off with that.
thank you. I'm just gonna take a deep breath. I was gonna sing one of my own, if that's okay.
Fill your boots. That's what we're all about.
Beautiful.
Oh, amazing! And if this goes wrong, it goes wrong because
Doesn't
I
matter.
wasn't prepared.
They're the best ones.
Okay, I'll try not to swear if I get it wrong.
Don't worry.
Oh, we like a bit of blow for the dads. We're
Yeah,
all right with
we
that. can
apologise in
handle that.
advance if Becca
Believe
just
me, some of the bands we've had on.
Yeah.
Get
Oh
ready.
my goodness. Okay.
City Lights, Potty Mouth.
This is called Home. I don't wanna be here if you're not home.
a sentimental woman. I usually walk alone, but these walls mean nothing to me. The paper curls at the seams, the washing lines fallen down again, straining to see where you went and when you'll be back. When will you be back? I don't wanna be here if you're not home. I'm not a sentimental woman. I usually walk alone, but these walls mean nothing to me. I'd watch them fall and I won't grieve. Imagine all the things they've seen when you were with me. When will you be back? When will you be back? Oh, oh. I need you to be near me, 'cause you make it home for me. I need you to be near me, 'cause you make it home for me. I need you to be near me, 'cause you make it home for me. I need you to be near me, 'cause you make it home for me. I don't wanna be here if you're not home.
Oh man, that was beautiful. Absolutely. And when I'm just saying it, Becca, it was lovely, absolutely amazing. Thank you so much, because Lee the Bully put you under pressure there, making you want to do a live song. But I'm glad he did.
Oh God, my voice
Lee the
was
Bully,
so
that was
hard
absolutely
then.
amazing.
Oh, that is so. Is have you recorded that yet, or?
Yes, I've done like an initial demo with a producer that I really resonate with, and we did that. It was just before lockdown in the January, and we had such a brilliant time demoing this song. But we've not finished it yet. But it's one of those songs that I know I've played it there, and I was dead nervous, so usually I'd let my voice flow a little bit more. But we've added loads of harmonies and loads of like high notes as well, because I know it's quite a low song, and we've added loads of ohms because I'm quite into meditation, so we've added all these lush things. But I'm really excited about this one production wise, but it's not quite finished yet.
Well,
Oh, lovely.
To coin a phrase that you use, it was lush.
Yes,
Thank you
it
so
was,
much.
yes.
Thank you.
But-
Oh God, I've not performed by myself for a long time, so it was a good kick. It was a good push to.
No,
to
it was
sing,
good.
and
That's all it was,
good.
just a little bit of a push.
I know that's what you need. It's just because I usually perform with the band, because I'm not dead confident on the keyboard. I'm more confident as a singer. But I know that that's just
It was
loads of
beautiful.
creatives have this
So
difficulty performing.
I hate to do this, but literally we have 2 minutes left.
That has absolutely flown through, because obviously the best ones always do fly. They absolutely fly. That were absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much.
So we're probably.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. So we're probably not going to get chanced. We might get 30 seconds of your song for whatever. So do you want to tell the people why you've picked your song for whatever, and the reasons for why?
Okay, so my song for whatever is "I Would Die for You," Prince. And the reason why I chose this is because whenever we're in the car, me and my mum we love to sing together. So if you see us at traffic lights, we're like singing our hearts out, and it's usually to Prince. So that's why I chose this one.
It's a banger, I have to say.
It is a banger.
I'm a massive Prince fan anyway. I mean, he was very, very. I was just gutted I never got to see him live. I wish I'd have seen him live.
Very
Anyway.
underrated guitarist as well. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Great guitarist.
But I just want to say, Becca, if you've missed this show or any other show for people who want to listen or find out about Becca, she was our featured artist back in 2019. And if people want to get in touch or find out about your music, how can they do that, Becca?
Okay, so you can find me all over social media at Becca James UK. I also have a website at beccajamesmusic.co.uk that has links there and also has my email. And I'm on all of the streaming platforms as well. So I'd love for you to listen to my music or connect to me on any of those platforms.
There you have it. So literally, well, we're not even going to get a chance to play Prince, but it is a tune. I know, I'm really sorry, but if don't go anywhere. We'll have a quick chat after the show's finished. But I just want to say thanks again, Becca, and thanks to Tom from Kiwi. Stay tuned. We've got the Colonel Backer show. He's mad as a fish, going on straight after us, 6 till 7. 7 till 8, we've got the JJ Kane, quite great radio show. 8 till 10, we've got the Indie Artist playlist. And 10 till 12, we have Punk and the Princess. I just want to say a massive thank you, Becca. I'm sorry we put you under pressure there, but I'm so glad we did. But thanks everybody for listening. And
Thank
like
you
I say,
so much.
you missed this show, you can go to our website and download the podcast or listen again for free. So I've been Rich, he's been Lee, Becca, Chris is out there somewhere. Stay safe everybody, and don't forget, give us 3 rings when you get him.
See you later, dudes.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.